Barber, you know what time it is.
What's up, everyone? This is Real Relate Podcast. Today we want to put you on. Actually, this is episode 3, and today we want to put you on with DJ MikeyNice, Mike's Bland. Mike, you want to go ahead and give a quick introduction for the people?
Yeah, absolutely. Happy to be here. Thank you guys so much. It's been a long time coming. I know we've been planning this out for a while, so I'm super excited to be here. My name is Mike's Bland, DJ MikeyNice. I am a DJ, wedding DJ, club DJ. Have been for like 8-9 years now. And yeah, just super excited to be here. You know, talk about music, talk about DJing, just hang out with you boys.
You said 8 years, 9 years?
Yeah. I started when I was 15. So
Wow, because you're fucking good, bro.
Thanks, man.
I be saying this when we do the hip hop volume mixes, man. Those shits fucking were crazy, bro.
Yeah, those are some
8-9
fire
years.
mixes.
Yeah, they went
8-9
crazy.
years. I look back at it, I'm probably like, damn. Yeah, he's fucking nasty.
It's a long
Yeah,
time
man.
you've been doing this, bro.
Yeah, I love it. Been doing it forever. I'm trying to get more into it, especially more publicly into it a little bit now. I mean, COVID was tough for DJs, kind of all across the board. Wedding DJs, club DJs. COVID kind of hit hard. But yeah, I'm trying to get back out there, and I have some weddings coming up. Trying to get some club gigs, whenever I can.
Dude,
Put out more mixes.
you know the mixes are coming.
Yeah, the mixes are coming.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Easy pockets, they slap it, they cheesy. Make me feel guilty for all the shit I'm receiving. Your actions looking deceiving. You love Rihanna, but you ain't a savage. Don't act like you perfect.
So typically, we like to start the pod with this very basic question. You could take it whichever way you want, but Mike, DJ MikeyNice, who are you today?
Who am I today? That is a good question. Since you sent me that question, I've been thinking about it a little bit.
I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah,
I
I
knew
love
it. That's
that
why
question.
I'm like, yo, fuck, don't send no motherfucking questions. I know he's going to be thinking hard about this.
That's the only question I really had to give some thought to, because, like, I don't know, it's kind of a tough question to answer, on the spot. But who am I? Mike Splen, born and raised upstate New York, Boston guy now, PC graduate. I'm a DJ. I'm a musician. I'm a Star Wars nerd. I'm a friend. I'm a son. I'm a grandson. And honestly, right now, I'm kind of living my best life. I just got a new job, which I'm super, super pumped about. And yeah, I've been listening to some really good music recently. I've been having a really good time with my friends. We just got back from a trip to Cancun.
Movie.
Oh, total movie. Yeah, so I'm kind of living my best life right now, honestly. I'm very lucky to have the friends that I do, be able to, now be moving into a job that I'm super excited about. I think it could be a good long-term fit for me. So,
There you go. You're
yeah,
killing
man,
it.
that's what I'm doing.
You're killing it, bro.
That's who I am today.
Who'd you bring with you today?
Who'd I bring with me today? I brought my roommate, my friend Ryan O'Keefe. He's
yeah.
over in the nosebleed seats.
We told him to not talk for the rest of the interview.
Yeah, he's gonna be keeping quiet over there, I'm sure.
I see you got some ice on today too. You got a couple pieces of ice.
Yeah, man, I got my Jesus piece. I got my chain.
Yeah, there you go. You tell him.
I got my watch.
That's my guy.
Michael Kors gold watch. I got my PC class ring.
Boom, you fucking know what time it is.
Bro, he's iced
He's
out.
always, man.
I have a very related question to like you and as being a DJ. Have you seen
Yeah.
the movie We Are Your Friends with Zac Efron where he's a DJ?
Yeah, I've seen it once. Yeah.
Okay. The one thing that stood out to me in that movie was kind of like the science and like, I guess another end of science behind it is like the DJ has to kind of like match the beats per minute to the people that are dancing at their heart rates, so that way they can really like the audience could like lock in and really like vibe with the DJ. Like, can you like relate to any of that, or like how do you break that down when you were watching that movie? Like, tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of that was kind of like for the movie and for the plot. Like, BPM is super important when you're DJing, so there's no doubt about that. BPM is the first thing that you're always thinking about. You know exactly where you are BPM wise, always. You know exactly where you can go to BPM wise. You have songs that you can transition well from one to the next. As far as matching the heart rate, so when people are dancing and having a good time and drinking, typically their heart rate would be about like 120, 130, like in that range. So So, like, that is probably true because, you know, a lot of EDM music, especially the kind of stuff that was, like, We Are Your Friends, like, in that movie, like, EDM music is typically anywhere between 120 and 130. Typically, 128 is, like, kind of the standard for EDM music. So, you know, that lines up well. That matches. Whether, like, am I thinking about what people's heart rates are on the dance floor when I'm picking songs?
That question, I was like, yo, that's crazy with the science.
Like, no. But I'm always thinking about BPM. Yeah, BPM is super important.
Okay, that's good insight. Cause like I was kind of like mind fucked when they were explaining that in the movie.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, like, and you know, like different kinds of music are different BPMs, right? So like, 128 is very standard for EDM stuff. Hip hop's mostly down at like 70, 80. You know, and then I mean up into like 90 and 100 too. But so you know wherever you know where your songs are, you know where you can go, you know where you need to go. So there's definitely a science behind that, no doubt. But yeah, I mean, I'm not thinking about like, if I'm DJing for Ryan O'Keefe, like I'm not thinking like, oh, I bet his heart rate is like 130. I better match that, you know?
Yeah.
If you're DJing for Ryan O'Keefe,
I'm doing something wrong anyway.
yeah,
But
I didn't say it. If I say anything, he's gonna chirp right back. He's gonna come right back at me.
That's a good question though.
Dope. Well, I mean, you already kind of walked us through your story and stuff like that, but I guess a question that's on my mind is like, why DJing? Like, how'd you get into it? Why did you select that as like kind of like your side passion?
No, that's a good question. So I got into DJing, like I said, 15. How it started, well, so a little bit more about my story. I was raised by my mom primarily. She, from a very young age, has exposed me to really good music. So, you know, I've always been really into music of all different genres. I just like, you know, I do music, and I've been a musician my whole life. So I started playing piano when I was young. I played guitar and then really got into guitar and played a lot of it. And so I went to a wedding when I was like around the age of 15, and the DJ sucked. Like the DJ was terrible.
Just like me last night.
Yeah. No, but you know, just to be honest, like the DJ was terrible. You know, just wasn't playing good songs, couldn't read the room, kind of thing. And I just remember thinking in that moment, like, I could do that, and I could do that better than he's doing that. And so, you know, I had a little bit of money put away. I bought very, very, like, the bare minimum equipment that I would need. Like, I bought, like, the cheapest little mixer I could find, like, a cheapest little speaker. And I just started going out there and doing it, and I taught myself the mechanics. I started doing, like, small parties, like Sweet 16s, birthday parties, backyard, you know, stuff like whatever I could get. And then, you know, every dollar I made from that, I reinvested it back in. Like, I bought better equipment, I bought better stuff. I spent a lot more time kind of learning the mechanics of it more. You know, I think DJing in general is the kind of, like, craft where you have to have two things. One is, like, the actual technical skills, which I think you can teach anybody. You know, you can learn that eventually, but the actual, like, knowledge of music is the second thing, like knowing the music and being able to read the room and read the crowd. And that's something that I think is, like, not really teachable. So I was lucky that I kind of had that going in, and then
the vibe.
The vibe.
You can't teach someone the vibe.
No, you can't.
You gotta have the vibe. Dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know, and I was lucky that I had that, you know, going in, and then I just taught myself the rest from there. Yeah, so that's kind of like my story. Why DJing? Which, to get back to your question, which was the original question, I kind of went off there. But I just love music, and, you know, I think that I have a really unique knowledge of music across many, many genres. So I think that, like, you know, I've never really encountered a crowd that I couldn't, like, find their vibe. You know, I couldn't. And I love it. I love, you know, it's an adrenaline rush to get a crowd going. There's nothing like it.
How do you know when you've like caught their vibe?
Oh, trust me, you're going to know.
Yeah.
You'll fucking feel it.
Well, I mean, this is gonna sound stupid, but, like, you gotta look, you gotta watch. It's funny because I've seen DJs who are, like, kind of just, like, completely in their zone and in their pocket and, like, playing their music and stuff, but they're not looking at the crowd at all. Like, you have to watch people. You have to be able to, you hit play on a song. For me anyway, I'm not playing a song when I have a dance floor going. I'm not playing a song more than a minute and a half. So I now have 30 seconds maybe to
Find the next vibe.
To watch and see how people react to this song that I put on. So I put on a song, and if I see 10 girls leave the dance floor to go to the bar,
fat out.
right. Like, well, exactly.
You
like,
better. Then you go back to you play the shit that you know.
Then I know, right?
Yeah.
Or like at a wedding, for example, right? If I play a song and now all of a sudden I have all the old people out, and they're out there on the dance floor, then I know that like, okay, I'm gonna stay here for a little while. I'm gonna stay here in this pocket for a little while, like the oldies, the classic rock, stuff like that.
Right.
You just gotta watch. Like you gotta look. And you can tell what people, if people are vibing to your music or not. You can always tell.
You can tell when people are capping too, so they could tell like if you say, "Oh, what's your favorite type of music?" and you're like, "All right, you like this type of music. I like whatever." You'll figure out exactly what they like.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure.
What's like the weirdest request you've gotten? Like when somebody comes up to you, like, "Hey, can you play this?" And you're like, "What the fuck? Why the fuck do you want to listen to this right now?"
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's like somebody comes up and says, "Hey, can I listen to Marvin's Room?"
So I've gotten a lot of weird requests over the years, especially at weddings, because weddings is such a you have every demographic of people at a wedding, usually. So there's always going to be people who aren't really feeling what you're playing. That's why at weddings, like, I'll try to in the first like half hour hit as many different genres as I possibly can, as many different decades, as many genres as I can. Try to throw it all out there. And like I said, if you're watching the crowd, then you can see what they're vibing with. Weirdest requests I've ever gotten. Oh, I don't know. Like probably some like oldies like country song. Or I got a Hannah Montana request at a wedding one time. Yeah, that was pretty weird. No, it was Best of Both Worlds by Hannah Montana at a wedding.
Oh, no way. Was it actually?
Yeah,
I see that.
Oh my god, that's terrible, bro.
I mean, I see why someone would put that on.
Yeah, but if you saw the crowd that I saw, you would know that it wouldn't fit.
So how do you say like?
Respectfully,
how do you respectfully say no?
So there's like three kinds of like.
He just says yeah, and he just never puts it on.
well, I do that. I mean that's usually.
I know you guys 100%.
That's usually my go-to is like, if I get a request. So if it's a good request, I'll be like, yeah, absolutely, I'll get that on for you. And I do take requests, especially at weddings, if it's a good song. But usually only if it's a song that I'd probably play on my own. Otherwise, you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna like go out there and and find it. But
you DJ my wedding.
Otherwise,
I put a request in. You taking my fucking.
Well, yeah, I mean,
but I should have tried.
I give the bride and groom requests ahead of time. Like they can submit those to me in advance, like their own requests. You know what I mean? So,
I respect it.
But yeah, I mean, I'll usually say if it's a song like, if it's a garbage song that like I would never ever play, then I'll just be like, no, I'm sorry, I'm not playing that. But most of the time, I'll just be like, oh yeah, I'll get that on for you. And then they'll come up again, and I'll be like, oh, I'm not there yet, but I'll get it on for you. Just be patient, I'll get it.
I'm gonna have him be the DJ at my wedding, and I'm gonna sit there, and I'm literally gonna give you the most trash song to play, and you gotta fucking play it.
I probably won't. I'll be honest with you.
If that shit is trash, it's not getting played, dog.
Yeah. No. Because at the end of the day, too, like
even if it is your wedding.
At the end of the day, too, like even if it's your wedding, like it's still like it's my reputation.
It's his performance.
It's my, it's my thing. So.
True.
Yeah. And he's not only playing for you, he's playing for your guests, bro.
True. Make him play.
Right.
Make him play Daddy Shark. Do.
Baby Shark.
Baby Shark.
Oh,
was a Daddy Shark in there.
Well, okay, so that's cool. I mean, that's a bunch of great information. What I want to know is who are your top 5 producers?
Yeah, that's a good question. So different genres that like are going to be like I can't just say like top 5 as like a cohesive list because different genres are just different to me. But when it comes to hip hop, it's Kanye West. He's the number one. Like he's, in my opinion, I think he's a creative genius. The work that he does in the studio, I think, is
Brazy.
next to none. Yeah. So he's my top for hip hop. Metro Boomin's, I mean, he's put out some absolute bangers over the years too. In the hip hop scene, Timbaland's low key produced a lot of music, and no one really knows that. In the EDM space, for me, I think Tiesto has really changed the game. Obviously Avicii, R.I.P. And then a couple of younger guys, like kind of newer to the scene that I've been really, really vibing with. Griffin and Porter Robinson. Porter Robinson's new album is phenomenal. They're both putting out fantastic music these days. So yeah, I think that's 5. I think I gave you 5.
Okay, I mean, I know some of the former ones you mentioned, but like those younger guys that you mentioned, I have no idea who they are.
Yeah, Porter Robinson's he's been around for many years now, but he was off music for a while. Was dealing with some mental health issues, so but he just put out a new album, and it's phenomenal. I'm going to see him here in Boston coming up in October, so.
Hell yeah.
I guess my invite got lost in the mail or something.
I actually have an extra ticket, low-key.
There you go. So, in terms of like the stuff you need to get going, I know you mentioned you bought like some of the cheapest equipment to start off, but like base level foundation, what do you need to get started to be a DJ?
It depends on the kind of DJ you want to be. I mean, you need a mixer or a controller. You can do it on your laptop. You're not going to be able to do a lot with that. So, you need a controller. And, Newmark puts out a really good product. It's called the Mix Track Pro. They're on their 3rd edition of it now, I think. It's pretty cheap. It's like $200, but it has all the features that you want. It was the control. I started with, the Mix Track Pro version 1 back in the day. It has all the features that you would want in terms of like getting started and learning. So that's the one I would recommend to a beginner. And then, getting up there in better equipment, you want to graduate to a bigger controller like a Pioneer. Pioneer is kind of the standard, kind of the gold standard when it comes to like DJing controllers is this Pioneer. So either like the Pioneer, like DDJ-SC, or the actual CDJs, which like that's what they're using in the clubs, like the single CDJs with the Pioneer mixer. And then if you're doing it live and you're on you need your PA system, like you need your speakers. But that's about it, man. You don't need a ton of stuff. When you get better and when you get more into it, then you upgrade your setup. You have like a booth that you bring with you or something, like guys I work with like bring a booth. But yeah, just starting out, you just need a controller and speakers. Like, that's about it.
Dude,
and your laptop. You keep your music on something and have the software on your laptop. But like,
do you imagine that bringing a whole booth with you? Get a booth full of speakers.
No, we rolled through with the booth.
But like, you bring a whole crowd with you. You guys are all booing together at the club. Sick.
Yeah, man.
Do you have like an entourage that you roll with when you go to these things?
I usually bring.
Where can I sign up?
Well,
where's the sign up?
Well, when it comes to weddings, I usually bring a guy with me, just a buddy to help me with like moving the equipment, setting up, and then breaking down at the end, and going home. But no, I don't have like an entourage. When I used to DJ in Providence, like at the clubs and stuff, like all the boys would come.
I remember you were.
I always
want to ask you. What's
I always
like
really
DJing
appreciated.
Like a Whiskey Thursday?
I always really appreciated. All the boys would always come out whenever I was DJing. But what was it like DJing on Whiskey Thursday? It was like
from where you started to like being able to do that.
Yeah, it was
that's
a
fucking
movie.
Sick.
No, I got really lucky with that, to be honest with you. I started chatting up the Whiskey's DJ. I was chatting him up for a long time, and finally one day, he invited me to come along with him to a gig. It wasn't at Whiskey's, it was at Coliseum, and I opened up for him there. And then they did a thing at Whiskey's. It was like a local DJ competition, and I won that.
Jeez.
And
you won that?
That's my guy.
Yeah, and I won that.
How many like Providence DJs were there?
There was like one or two from all the major schools. It was like a college kid thing, so there was like a couple from Brown, a couple from URI.
Yeah, so you were
so
in it.
you
You were
represented
serious.
for PC right there.
Yeah, that's pretty lit.
Yeah, I was the only one from PC.
He was fucking.
Bro, that's sick.
Now, I mean, well, at the same time too, you have to,
Pretty fucking
it can't be
lit.
overlooked that like it was a mostly PC crowd there too. That was like voting and stuff. So like,
all right, so you had it in the
like,
bag.
yeah,
So you walked in, and you were like, oh, I'm winning this shit.
well, yeah, yeah, but I was the best one there. So,
if he says I believe it.
I mean, he was lit.
Yeah.
Clearly.
I mean, I was the best. I mean, I'm just being honest. I was the best one there. And then, but from that, I got asked to come on and like open up every Thursday. And I got super lucky, and those guys are great. Like,
Thursday was the fucking.
Gio and
That was it.
RJ and Artie, those guys are all awesome, and that was like a total movie. I was pumped every Thursday to go there and open up. It was awesome. So.
All I remember is like it was in a corner and it was like raised. It was like kind of high up, low key.
Yeah, it was a cool booth.
Yeah.
No, it was a cool booth for sure. And they have a great sound system there too. And it was it was a PC crowd, so I was always having a great time.
Right. Do you ever get like, would you like drink during those things, or would you like just try to keep it together?
Oh yeah, no, I would drink. I mean,
That's probably why I can't be a DJ.
I was Are you asking about whiskey specifically, or like
whiskey.
other stuff? Yeah, I mean whiskeys I would drink for sure. I was the opener, so I was usually on from like 9:30 to 11. So I was never like fully in my bag in that time frame, but afterward, yeah, I would drink, and I would drink during too.
Yeah. You watch the people get fucked up, and then you join in. You're like, all right, here we go.
He goes, let me put this on autopilot real quick.
The real party has started now.
No, I mean I like DJing if I have like a little buzz going.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I think that's when I'm at my best. To be honest, so.
That's because you feel it. You're in the vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean you're just loose.
Yeah.
You're just loose. Like
But
willing.
you're feeling the same vibe
willing,
as everyone else.
willing to take a little bit more risk too with your like with
Yeah.
and
But you're in it too. Like, ain't nothing better than like being in the vibe as everyone else as well.
well, and whiskey's was great because I understood that crowd so well, because it was all of us, it was all like the PC guys and girls.
You
and
knew
like,
exactly what to play and everything.
and I just like I know that crowd so well that like I don't know, I could DJ for like the Providence College crowd for hours on end. Like I know them so well, so that was always fun.
Damn.
That's awesome, bro. What was like your favorite genre of music to mix?
My favorite genre of music to mix is EDM stuff. The genre that I'm best at mixing is hip hop. I think for sure. I think I understand hip hop beats really well, like mechanically. But my favorite music to mix is EDM. I mean, I love that stuff. Like I love the club mixes and stuff like that. I think that stuff's awesome. So yeah, those are my favorites.
Okay. General question.
Mm-hmm.
For like electronic dance music, EDM.
Yeah.
What's like the umbrella, and then how does it break down? Because I know there's like dubstep, house, deep house, like.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Waldorf basement.
I mean, I'm not an expert on the topic, but so EDM is the umbrella.
EDM is umbrella. Okay.
I would say house is kind of another umbrella category underneath, and then there's like deep house, tropical house, future house, and really the difference between all of those is just like the type of synths that they're using. Pretty much all house music is in, like I said, in the 120 to 130 range of BPM. Most of it is in minor keys. When it comes to like musically speaking, it's pretty much all in minor keys. And but then you get into other EDM music like dubstep, like trap, stuff like that. That's like a much like lower BPM. They're focusing heavy on like obviously like the weird noises, and they're kind of doing a lot of experimentation with sounds. They're experimenting with sounds a lot. So that stuff's really cool. you know, and then other stuff. There's like, you know, drum and bass. There's trance, stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. There's just like minor differences, but.
Question: do you consider Yeezus like a type of EDM?
Oh, dude, yeah. 100%.
Yeah. You think
Yeah.
Yeezus is a type of EDM?
The Yeezus.
Yeah,
the
the
album?
Yeezus
the
album.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's like EDM.
Yeah,
Fucking,
yeah. I mean, he
Bro,
was
we go put
he was
bounce-
Hold
bouncy?
on.
he was experimenting. No, he mean he
Bro,
was.
bro.
Bro,
He was
let him
experimenting.
explain. Let him
Hold on.
explain because
You-
I'm trying to conceptualize how Kanye West could create an EDM album. Let him explain.
Well,
please.
it's. I mean, that's what I was saying earlier about Kanye West. Like he's a creative genius because he was manipulating sounds and doing it all electronically. So yeah, I mean it is technically
Bro, do we
EDM
need to
music,
put,
but
how do you like go listen
Yeah,
to
it's-
Yeezus when you get home today?
it's
You
EDM
ask
music.
me how that
Bro,
came to me.
But it's-
the
but it's-
reason I
but
asked
it's-
him is because I.
but it's hip hop music too. I mean,
Yeah.
Right.
it's hip hop
It's a-
music.
it's a-
Like
it was a hated album when it dropped though.
Nobody liked that album, bro.
Well, that's why, because nobody was down for EDM. But now, if he made it
I
now,
liked it.
would be crazy.
I liked it.
If he made that right now, people would be like, "This is the best album."
I liked it, and his Yeezus tour was absolutely insane. It was insanity.
I went. It was crazy.
It was like that show. I didn't get to go. I was working that night when he came to my hometown, but from what I heard from people who went, like it was an absolutely insane show.
The Kanye West fucking concerts are awesome, dude.
Have you been to one? Did you go to like a
Life
Pablo
of
tour?
Pablo one.
You went to a Life of Pablo concert?
So that one where he had the floating stage,
Wow.
bro. That had the GA under him, so
Yeah.
when he would move, like
Yeah.
we were all under him, just going crazy.
Yeah,
Wow.
Mosh pits, like awesome, dude.
yeah. No, I mean he's.
Me and Adrian
he's
went. It was
great.
crazy. He played all his old shit too.
For sure.
Wow. That sounds
I've liked all of the content, all of the music he's put out over the years. I even liked his gospel album. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know the
That's
gospel.
just me,
gospel
so-
The gospel album to me was like I don't ever.
but
play
I
it
listen to
again.
that music too. So
That's true too. So that's why I like Kanye, because he plays for like different people and stuff.
In terms of like where we can see you in the future, do you have any gigs coming up for like any like local bars in the Boston area? Can we expect you to like perform?
Dude, I want to see you like at a bar
Yeah.
here in Boston. I want to see you at a
Yeah,
bar.
I would-
Actually, more
I would
importantly,
love
like
to.
I want to see you at like a club.
Yeah.
Instead, fuck the
Yeah.
bar.
Because I've seen like Adam Hanna at like some like local bars and shit, and I'm like,
yeah, no,
I would
know.
love to see, like,
I would
Mike,
love to be. I
if
mean,
you show up at one of these places, I'd be like, yo, we gotta go.
We gotta go, 100%.
It's mandatory.
yeah,
Except if O'Keefe's there, we ain't going.
yeah. I mean, I would love to. I don't have anything coming up right now. I'm gonna be starting a new job soon, like a new full-time job. But yeah, I mean, I've been hitting up people who I know. Like I've been hitting up my connections and stuff, and like trying to get some gigs, and hopefully I do soon. I have decent number of weddings coming up, which is nice for me. I mean, it's definitely more money at weddings than it is like in the clubs, but no, I'd love to get back into the club scene at some point. I do miss it. It's one of the things I miss the most probably from like the college days is like DJing at like whiskeys and stuff, like, or some of the parties we had too. I mean, one of my favorite nights of my life, but certainly one of my favorite nights of college was the backyard party we had like senior week.
Oh, dude, I remember this one.
Yeah, I mean senior week when we were graduating behind.
Dude, all snaps of, oh my god.
Where was it behind? It was behind like Hard Rock.
Yeah.
It was behind one of those houses, and we just had. I was DJing there live. It was backyard.
There was a hot dog guy outside.
The
too.
hot
Crazy.
dog guy showed up, and it was just all PC seniors. Like everyone who I wanted to be there was there, and everyone was just having an absolute blast. I look back on some of those like photos and videos. Like that night was just sick, and like I think it's like probably one of the best I've ever played. Best I've ever DJ'd was that night. So, yeah, so I miss that stuff for sure. I'd love to get back into it.
Yeah, you gotta do at least once while we're here. 100%.
Yeah,
That would
no,
be
I
a
agree.
sick night.
Yeah.
You gotta do
I
it in a
agree.
club.
Everyone that you want to be there,
Hey,
will,
I mean-
will be there.
I'm trying to make it happen, but also trying to make it happen. Like hit up people see if you can get me a gig somewhere. Like I'll
Fuck
do
yeah.
it.
Bro, the River Lake network is strong. We'll like.
Yeah.
It's like me, and Barber.
Right.
That's about it.
That's about it.
Right.
That's all you need. Yeah.
Right.
That's all.
Bro,
You need.
some minor flaws. DJ MikeyNice collabs, bro.
Dude, that would be fucking unreal, dude. That'd be fucking sick. Imagine
Yeah,
that.
there's a DJ MikeyNice bootleg to a Minor Flaws song out there in the world.
what, you like mix it or something? You like change it up a little bit?
I just remix it, yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
It's not out there. It's not actually out there in the world.
Is it getting leaked?
It's on my hard drive.
Are these, are these the leaks? The leaks coming out?
Yeah, I'll leak it to you. Real Relay can leak it.
Oh, let's leak it. We should leak it.
Leak it.
Let's go.
Yeah. Real Relay will have the first dibs on that
First
one.
impressions, we can make a first impressions video. Like, yo, we got the new fucking.
Yeah. Then we'll throw some juice leaks in there too.
Yeah. Is DJing for you like gonna be like a side passion that you do kind of like for the rest of your life type of thing, or is it gonna be like more of like your mainstream, like your main thing that you're doing and how you're making money, how you're surviving? You know what I mean?
Or do you want it to be? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good question. I see it as more of a side passion for my life. I know guys who have done really well for themselves, started wedding DJ business, have built it up, they're doing 70, 80, even 100 gigs a year. And that's awesome, and they're absolutely killing it. As of right now, I don't see that ever being me. And in terms of like the club stuff, like I don't produce enough to ever be able to make a living on that. But I'd love to keep doing it as a side passion. I don't really see myself ever like stopping doing it. Just kind of keep doing it wherever and whenever I can.
Okay.
If someone presented you like an offer to do that for the rest of your life, would you do it?
I've gotten offers, to be honest. I've gotten offers to, kind of come on more full time, I guess, in the wedding business anyway. Not in the clubs. And I've considered it. It's a difficult lifestyle though. I got to be honest, because you're working when everyone else is off. You're working Friday and Saturday nights. Like, those are your work nights.
Yeah.
And then everyone else is working during the week, and you're not doing anything during the week. You're playing golf during the week. So, it's not the easiest lifestyle. I don't know if it's for me. I would never completely rule it out. Like, let's say I really get in my bag with it, and, and it's going well. Like, I would never rule it out, but it's not something I see myself right now, like, doing full time.
Honest.
Okay. I respect that. Honestly,
I like the new job I got. I love. So like I'm fully.
Honestly, I feel the same as you. Honestly, I wouldn't do it full time for like myself. Like, I cut hair on the side, but I would never like do that for like 40, 50, 60 hours a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like I would just get very burnt out of like doing the same thing.
It wouldn't be the same. You enjoy when you do it on the side a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I have a passion for doing on the side, but not necessarily like.
If you did it every day, you'd be like, oh, fuck this.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I could DJ weddings every weekend and be very happy. I don't think it's like that for me. Like, I'll never get tired of DJing. But yeah, I don't know if I see it as like my career. At least not right now in my life. But
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Word.
It's a good question though.
Yeah. Well, in terms of any advice that you would have to like upcoming like people who are trying to pursue like obviously a main like 9 to 5, but also have something on the side like DJing, or like, for example, myself cutting hair, or like whatever it may be, what advice would you give them to trying to like figure out what you really want to do type of thing?
I know you thought about this one.
I actually didn't think about this one at all.
Damn, that was the one I thought you were gonna actually.
No, I didn't actually think about this one at all. I would say you have to be honest with yourself. Like, first, what am I good at is the first question that you need to ask yourself. Like, because I don't know, I think like I think that I've been told and have heard many times over the years, like, you can do anything you put your mind to. You can do anything, like, you can, anything you want to do, like, if you work hard enough, you can do it. And like, I personally just think it's the wrong advice for people, like, because for me, like, as hard as I would want to, I couldn't play in the NBA. You know what I mean? I just couldn't do it. Like, as hard, I could work really hard. I would never be able to do that, So I think we need to encourage people on the other side to, like, actually find the thing that they're good at that they can do well, that they have like the natural talent, and then encourage people to like pursue it. So for people who are like up and coming, like trying to find a side gig and stuff, like whatever you're really good at, you can find a way to make money at it, and you can find a way to like do it successfully and do it well, but it has to be something that you have the actual talent to do. I don't know. That's my opinion. I think that there'd be people who would say I'm wrong about that, but that's just what I think.
I mean, honestly, that's really good advice, bro. Yeah. That's like the advice I feel like I needed to hear, but like.
Yeah, find the thing you're good at. Like you're good at cutting hair. You cut hair really well. Like all the boys go to you for haircuts. Like,
yeah.
Pursue that. You know what I mean? Like pursue it. Like you have that talent, so do it. Like for me, it was DJing. It was music. It always has been. But like it couldn't be basketball. You know, like that's the thing. Like it just couldn't. It couldn't be that.
You kind of know.
So.
You know. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you're honest with yourself, you know what you're good at and what you're not. Like
counter argument would be like, oh, like you gotta try everything to figure out what you're good at. But
try everything for sure. I mean,
yeah,
try everything for sure.
Man, like, yeah, I feel you.
But like,
do we good at it?
You know, I'm not good at basketball. Like, it's okay. I'm good at music. Like, do what you're good at.
I respect that.
You know.
Yeah. I respect that. Yeah. I've been contemplating that a lot lately because I can easily make like 100,000 behind a chair. But like I can't make that like right now in the
light flex.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Find the thing that you were meant to do. Like I don't know. I don't necessarily think I was meant to DJ or meant to like play music like that. But like, I think I'm good at it, so I'm going to do it. Like
I'd be kind of lit, man. Imagine if like one day you're like, oh fuck it, you're a massive fucking DJ.
Yeah, I mean it would be awesome.
I believe.
I go out here in Boston, like, and it sounds cocky to say. It's not. It's just like
talk your shit, king.
It's just honest, but
like talk your shit, king.
No, I just like I could do that. Like I could do that. So find the thing you're good at and like pursue that with passion, like determination. And I think like if I like spent a lot more time like marketing myself and like putting myself out there, I could get those gigs. Like I don't do that, but like, yeah. So that would be my advice to people who are trying to like find a side hustle, like trying to find like a thing to do. Like, try out a lot of things, but don't pursue the wrong things. Like, don't chase down a dream that you like can't catch. Like, be realistic with yourself. You know what I mean? Be real. Like,
man, that's real right there, bro. I respect
that.
I feel like that's the advice I needed to hear, but I didn't even know I needed that.
Yeah, just, be real with yourself.
Damn, it's kind of like we're on Real Relate right now.
Yeah.
Mind fucking blown right now.
We should just quit right now. We should just stop right here and never do this again.
Fuck it, yeah. I got this fucking 60-day trial on this shit. So
Turn it. Send it back.
Send it back,
bro.
Well, no, but like, I mean, even like, look at this podcast, right? As an example, where like, you guys are good at this. Like, you found something that you're passionate about and something that you're good at. So do it. But like, if you were just passionate about it and you weren't good at it, then you shouldn't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I respect it.
Right? Like,
I be listening to motherfuckers sometimes, and I'm like, God damn it, this is the most boring person I've ever heard in my entire life. How the fuck are they still like doing this type of shit? You know what I mean? Then you just got people that you love that you start to follow and like and shit like that. You're like, oh, I love these motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Right. Like, if you're good at creating content, then create
but there's a different
content.
Niche for every single person.
But if you're,
the internet's massive. You know what I mean?
I use the example of basketball, like, for me, because like growing up, I played basketball and like, I just was never really any good at it. You know what I mean? Like, that's all. Like, it's not an issue. I just wasn't good at it. So like, but you'd have people that would be telling you like, if you just work harder at it, like, it's like, no, I don't think I could.
You could be the next LeBron.
Right? Like, I can't be the next LeBron. I just can't do it. So
I believe in you. I think you can.
I respect it, bro.
But everyone's got something they're good at. Everyone's got their own thing. Like, everyone's got their own talents. Like,
DJ MikeyNice thinks he's LeBron.
Yeah, not one bit.
Man, that's fucking awesome, bro. Well, I guess for our last question, we always like to kind of leave it ambiguous, but like, to you, like, for the people that you like hearing to, what gets the crowd bopping? Like, what gets them there?
Dude.
Well, so the real answer to that is it depends on the crowd. But
no cap.
There are certain songs that will get any crowd going. I would say this one's gonna sound crazy, and it actually kills me to say this one because I can't stand this song.
Say it.
But I love it by Icona Pop. Like, I got this feeling on the summer day. Like, that song absolutely gets the crowd going every single time it hits. I've never once played that song and have it flop. Like, it absolutely hits every single time.
Damn, you have that in your back pocket?
That's like the Monster Reborn card right there.
I'm telling you, anytime you're throwing a party, you got people over, you want to get the crowd going, throw on that song.
No, there's another
100%.
No, there's another song. There's another song too. I feel like I don't know. I feel like Gasolina by Daddy Yankee gets everyone always going every time.
Yeah, I would say I would say that's more of like a know your crowd song. Yeah. But the right crowd, yes, absolutely. Right. The right crowd, 100%. Yeah, I mean, there's some other ones too. Like as a DJ, and especially as a wedding DJ, it's really important to have a good number of songs, like 5 to 10 songs in your back pocket that will always get the crowd going. Because there's a lot of times in the wedding when like it's even out of your control a little bit when like they want to like do like a family photo or something, or like something happens
you just
where
put the filler shit in there.
Something happens. Well, yeah, but something happens where like the dance floor clears.
Shit.
I mean,
all the bad requests.
Yeah, when people take little breaks, some piss breaks, some bar breaks, some picture breaks, whatever it may be, you play all like the regular music. But like when you really want to get them back looped in, you put all the bangers on.
I'm just saying, like, whenever the dance floor clears, like, you have to have some songs that will always get the crowd going and get them back out there. That's kind of a key to success in the wedding industry. I mean, in general, it's like you're constantly trying to keep that crowd on the dance floor. Like, we've had experiences, right, where I know this is the last question, so we'll wrap up, but we've had experiences where, like, for example, like the guys I work with in the wedding business, like, for example, let's say a banquet manager comes up and asks me, like, yo, can you make an announcement like everyone has to make sure that they keep their shoes on the dance floor, or everyone has to, like, no drinks on the dance floor because we just had a couple glasses break or something like that. Like no. Or can you announce like, oh, last call at the bar? Can you announce that? Like, no, I can't. And they're like, we've had a couple experiences where, they'll come up and, can you announce last call at the bar? Yeah, sure, I'll get to it. Yeah. Headphones back on, and keep mixing. I don't announce it. They come back up. Can you announce last call? Can you announce last call? You finally just got to say, like, no, I can't announce last call, because what's going to happen when I announce last call? 90% of these people are going to head right to the bar. My job is to keep them right here. Like,
having fun.
Like, if you want to announce last call, or if you want to announce, like, so that people can't have their drinks on the dance floor, like, round up your team and send them out and have them go. Like, the bride and groom are paying me to keep their guests right here. You know what I mean?
That's called service.
Like,
he is not letting these motherfuckers go.
No.
Absolutely not.
No. I'm not letting them leave. Like, my job is to keep them right here. Why would I make
bopping the whole time?
Why would I make an announcement that's going to clear the dance floor? You know what I mean? I'm going to keep them bopping the entire night.
I'm going to hire him.
That's my job.
He ain't going to stop.
Your job might be to, like,
just
last
serve
call.
the
So, like,
drinks.
so sure, like, by all means, go. But, like, I'm not going to announce it.
So the DJ will sometimes put, like, a closing time on. You got to leave.
No, I don't play closing time.
All right, where he's.
And I don't play group dances.
What?
I don't play group dances either.
Okay.
None of that.
Respect.
Yeah, there's no Cupid shuffle.
To the left, to the left,
Really?
to the
When I do
left,
weddings,
to
no
the
Cupid
left.
shuffle.
Damn, not even just one?
It's cliched, bro. I don't play that.
Ah, fuck, man.
What about the
Like,
chicken dance?
Nah, all right. You're done, bro.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Don't even have it in my library.
Woo. bro. That's when he used to slap real. Back in the parties, bro.
That's real. I mean, hey, that's real as fuck, bro. Sheesh, you don't have it in the library neither?
No, I don't have it.
Damn.
Fuck, man.
Well, man, that was fucking awesome, bro. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah, man, it's been great talking with you guys. Like,
I wanted to know your craziest fucking. Man, I wanted to know your craziest fucking. Was it wedding story? Like craziest like. What crazy shit's ever happened to you while you're DJing at a wedding or some shit like that?
I mean, I've had crazy moments for sure. You know, obviously at weddings, like people are drinking a ton, so
usually anytime people are drinking, like, you know, stuff goes down for sure. I don't know. I haven't had a ton of like super crazy. I've had like a lot of moments where it's like come close to getting crazy, you know, like someone coming up. It was one time a DJ in a wedding, like guy comes up, he wanted a song. It was one of these like classic, like requested a song, you know, and I gave him the old like, yeah, I'll get to it. Never gonna get to it. Literally never even heard of it. Like I'm never gonna get to it. It's not coming. You know, and it keeps coming up like a few more times. Like, oh yeah, play this song. You know, so finally I'm just like, oh, bro, I don't have it. Like I don't even have the song. Like, you know, my bad. Keeps coming up, wants the song. Like, you know, starts getting aggressive about it, right? So. But you told me you don't have it.
Yeah, and so he starts like going to like pull the wires out of my speakers, like kind of thing, like. So, music off, and just on the mic. Somebody needs to come and remove this man from the dance floor right now, or otherwise I'm leaving. Thank you. And then like groomsmen came over and like took him out, and then like, you know, bride later in the night was like, you know, he does this, like, oh. you know, he's like that guy. He's that guy.
Mike's like, not with me.
Yeah, I mean, you're like, I'll leave. Like, I'll leave. You know what I mean? So.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
Not tonight, not today.
Yeah.
Mike said I'll just fucking leave. My job was to make sure these motherfuckers.
No, I literally, music gone on the mic. Somebody needs to come get this guy.
If he says.
Or
that,
I'm leaving.
That's how you know it's serious. Like, man, that's crazy.
All right, so Mike, man, I appreciate you coming on, DJ MikeyNice.
Yeah, thanks for having me, boys. This
amazing
that was
backstory.
Sick, dude.
Yeah, amazing story there. So I appreciate you for being real.
Yeah. Hey, no problem. I appreciate you guys for having me on. It's been a lot of fun.
Dude, yeah, it's been a whole vibe, bro. I've been sitting over here listening to story time, bro. I've been waiting for this. I needed this.
You know what we really need, though? We really need you to we need to see you down there in, like, the greatest bar or something.
Yeah, I mean, let's make it happen.
We got you at the Grand, bro.
Let's make it happen. Like, let's work together.
Put him right in the fucking middle of it.
You know, try to get a gig. Like, totally.
Hashtag get DJ MikeyNice in the Grand, bro.
That would be lit.
That would be fucking unreal.
We'd have a blast. Oh my god.
I get a fat table.
The boys would be buzzing so hard.
I would get a table and get everyone there.
We'd probably get a table. I mean, as the opener, they probably give you a table.
Dude, if O'Keefe goes, I ain't fucking going, dude. That kid sucks. Anyway.
Maybe not. Maybe they don't give you a table. I don't know.
Yeah, actually, I have no idea. One regardless. Fucking
weird.
Well, bro, it was fucking sick. Thank you for coming on. That was real late. Season 2, episode 3, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. Gonna chop this up real nice.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna shout out my SoundCloud super quick too.
Dude, that's where we made the
drop the socials. Drop the
socials. I'll put them all in the description box.
I mean,
chat.
Mike's playing
Apps
on
in the chat.
socials,
Apps in the chat. Scorpions, demons in the chat. Fucking
It's just DJ MikeyNice on SoundCloud. DJ MikeyNice.
I'll put it in somewhere in this shit.
I'll be putting out some new content soon. My most recent content are the hip hop mixes, along with I had the Quarantine, all 3 volumes of the Quarantine. It was more like an EDM, like big booty mix kind of thing. But I'm gonna be putting out more mixes soon. I got some good content. I've got a lot of good music that I've been working with lately. So.
Dude, yes, I want to see some shit coming out of your factory, bro.
Yeah, you'll see it soon for sure. I think like once I'm moving spots, and then I'll hopefully have like a better like space to like set up my equipment, like be able to like put out more content. So
yeah, I want to come back and interview you in the next year and be like, yo, what have you done? And you'd be like, Michael Bay, the way fucking movie.
Michael Bay, I love that.
Yeah. Alrighty, bro. Well, thanks.
Yeah.
Man.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Good shit. You already know. That's the end of that.
Money on a forger like
Fill the band over with bags. get a little bro them a job.